Hi, teachers. Thank you so much for joining me today for this blended bite on ways that we can support and embed cultural responsiveness through heart and mind work before, during, and after reading. My name is Melony Boyd, and I'm so excited to share a few bites with you today. Our goals today are to consider the ways that we can embed heart and mind work while reading, and also consider ways that we could use cultural responsiveness to support our students. So the first thing that we could be thinking about is, okay, so what do I already use to support my kids while they read? One, if you're a K-6 teacher, you could be using the shared text in Pearson Savas, your leveled readers with that great building background video. You could be using Mayan or Epic or Vooks or any digital text or any traditional text that you might have on your hands. Those tools are really useful as we think about what do we want our kids to do before, during, and after reading. Now, before, during, and after reading, we might have kids thinking about what they read and making a sneak peek, taking a prediction, or during their reading, we might be having kids think about tackling tricky words or stopping or thinking about what they notice and what they wonder. And after reading, we usually think about ways that we can ask kids to either retell, think about their favorite part, or something that they learned. All of that is the mind work from our bite today. In addition, our mind work that kids do is also the work that we see in our ELA curriculum guides. It's found in our grade level curriculum guides, and our unit goals tell us our mind work for the unit. But let's think about what other type of work that we could be doing. So as we think about ways and tools that we could support a critically conscious stance for our students, that could be using Dr. Rudine Sims Bishop talks about text as mirrors, windows, and as sliding doors. So she talks about ways that we can view ourselves with how we read or view the lives of others. So she talks about mirrors as a text. So a text could be a mirror for a child. It could mirror their similar experiences. And, for so many of our children of color, I think the research says that less than 11% of published books represent students from diverse backgrounds. And so as you think about mirrored experiences are those that reflect their own lives. And then second to that are windows. So windows are those experiences that others can see, that can offer insights to others' experiences that are different from our own. And then text is sliding doors. So similar to windows that allow you to lift them up and down, a sliding door can show others the experiences, and through the vivid imagination and the vivid vocabulary that writers use, that could allow us to step out and be a sliding door to step out and step back into our own lives and into those of others. When we think about heart work, there's certain questions that you could use as you're thinking through how in the world can I support my kids with the heart work, which so many of our students are bringing that to the school day each day. They're thinking about who looks like me, who understands what I'm going through. You could be thinking about these types of questions. These types of questions could be included in your independent work for kids. It could be a part of an exit ticket. Could be included in your reflect and share day as one of your reflective questions on that day 5. You could be thinking about what parts of the book do you see in this? What parts of me do you see in this book? Kids could be thinking about that. They could be thinking about, okay, where's the reading and the mind work from this book? Where's the heart work that's happening? Is it easy for me to understand this book? How do I know? It's easy for me because, or is it hard for me to understand this book? Well, it's difficult or hard for me to understand this book because, or this book is really making me think of something bigger that's happening in our world, like using those questions can be used, or prompts can be used to support the heart work that happens in addition, or that could happen in addition to the mind work. What tools in Pearson could you use to support heart and mind work? You could use the shared text. You could use your leveled readers. You could use decodable readers. Outside of Pearson, you could think about, when else could I use this type of heart and mind work? In a whole group read aloud, or a whole or small group meet, an individual meeting or group with kids, or even in a recorded lesson that you send for students to share, and they can hear from you and then respond to their thinking. As you think about embedding heart and mind work with your students, it could be helpful to consider those prompts as you move forward with the important work of thinking about heart and mind work for your students. Thank you for checking in, and have an amazing rest of your year. Bye, everyone.